Good evening and welcome back to the Turnstile. A huge game for Arsenal tonight at home to Manchester City, ending in disappointment. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 3. Bit of a tough one to take, this one. I thought that going into the game, it was a must win. Obviously, we had the disappointment after the Brentford game, and it felt like some of that was hanging over us today. I felt like we almost seemed hard done by after the VAR decision. I think when it comes down to it, on the day, the better team won. Looking at how we played, I didn't think we started off too badly. Obviously, disappointing news seeing Thomas Partey drop out just before the team sheets are announced, just a couple of hours before. I think that's a devastating blow. Mentality wise, again, like I said before, obviously the result for the Brentford game changes the mentality of both teams going into the game. If you're Arsenal, going into it knowing that if City beat us today, they're going to go top of the table on goal difference. For City as well, knowing the exact same, they know that they've got it in their hands now, and it gives them that extra bit of motivation. So I think the mindset was a slight struggle going into the match as a start. Losing Thomas Partey adds to that. It builds. I thought Jorginho came in and he had a good game. I saw his statistics in the first half. It looks like he played quite well. Obviously, where we're used to somebody such as Sambi Lokonga coming in, the drop-off levels from Thomas Partey have been a massive. They've been huge. Looking at Jorginho's first half, obviously he completed 31 out of 34 passes, 3 passes in the final third, 2 accurate long balls, 1 chance created, and 3 interceptions with 6 recoveries. First half, we went toe to toe with Man City. I didn't think that we were the better team, as maybe some people have said. I know that we had 60% possession, but what we did with the ball is what concerns me. I think on the ball we looked okay. I think Zinchenko is one to really highlight. On the ball, could take it round the man, would cut into the midfield. He didn't invert very well, but the passing today was abysmal. I'd love to see the passes completed for the whole team today. It seems that we've really struggled to pass that ball about, and it cost us. We're going up against a juggernaut of English football. They've dominated the league. This isn't a team where you can make mistakes. We've gifted them 3 goals today. The Tomiyasu one, I think it was a bit of a strange time to bring Tomiyasu in. I think Arteta might have got it slightly wrong tonight. Looking at some of the games that we've had, if it was something like he wanted to rest Ben White, I think maybe doing that against Brentford would have been the time to do it. Let Tomiyasu get some minutes under him. He looked like he struggled to find his feet. He didn't have a terrible game, but I think he struggled. Again, I wouldn't have started Martinelli. We've said it in the last few podcasts now. I think since the Newcastle game especially, he's really struggled for form. He looks like a bloke who's running on empty at the moment. He's up against Kyle Walker. He's got a lot of pace. He's very physical. I think he would have been better coming on as an impact substitution at around 70 minutes. I think that when Trossard came on, he looked really lively. He sort of created a bit more fluidity in the front line. And I think that's what we needed from the start. I would have started Ben White and swapped Martinelli for Trossard. When the penalty was given, obviously Saka steps up, scores it, absolutely buzzing. But at the same time, I was thinking that looks like the only way that we're going to get a goal today. Love Eddie Nketiah. I've probably, like I've said before, been one of his harsher critics. I don't think that he is an elite level striker. He is not like Erling Haaland or Alvarez. And I think it's really starting to show now how much we are missing Gabriel Jesus. Nketiah could have had a hat-trick today, and he should have done. That header that came across in the first half, he should be burying that. Erling Haaland at the other end, he's going to be scoring those goals. And you can get away with that against like a Brentford, Fulham, teams that aren't at this level, maybe fighting for Europa places. You can probably get away with that. But against a team like Manchester City, you cannot give an inch. And that's what we did today. I thought Gabriel, probably his worst game of the season. I hate to sound negative with it, but he really struggled today. He was run ragged by Erling Haaland. For the third goal, he didn't know where he was supposed to be. Again, the second goal, the passing comes into it. We could not play a ball to an Arsenal shirt. Zinchenko was terrible for it. We couldn't do it from the back. We saw Gabriel give it away, Tomiyasu passing it backwards. And even going forward, Granit Xhaka and Martin Odegaard really struggled to find anyone. We saw crosses flying from one side to the other, shots going miles over the bar. At the end of the game, we managed one shot on target, which was a penalty. So I think when it boils down to it, it's going to be the experience in the team. You look at the Man City team, there are players that have gone and done that 2, 3, 4 times, won the league. They can handle these big occasions. We've got players who have never been in this situation before. I think the start of the season might have almost been a hindrance to us in a way, where we did so well, we got so far in front that once they realised the achievement that they've got so far, they've sort of looked at it and gone, oh my God, when is this going to go wrong now? And it's almost as a when rather than if. I think Arteta's got a huge part to play now. Obviously, we know from when he came in, the state that Arsenal Football Club was in, how he's turned us around. He is a top manager. We can't deny that at all. But this is where you make your name as a great manager. You haven't picked up the points you needed to in your last 3 games. The morale's low. For anyone who's ever worked in a sales environment, for example, winning breeds winning. When it's all going well for yourself, the confidence grows and it will just carry on going and carry on going and carry on going. But when it doesn't, it's the worst thing in the world and it will snowball rapidly. 1 loss leads to 2, the head drops leads to 3. Going into the 4th game, you're thinking, oh my God, I've lost 3 in a row now. I need this one. And then the desperation starts to creep in. So it's how he now puts his arm around these players, gets them galvanised, gets them going, gets that belief back that they can play football because they really, really need it. In terms of the title race, I don't think it's over. Like I say, first half, we did go toe-to-toe with Man City. There's still a long way to go. There's 17, 18 games left. And any potential game that I look at and think, yeah, Arsenal could slip up here, this could be a challenge. So could Manchester City. Nothing is a given. As much as people are saying this is probably one of the easiest leagues that there's been in years because you've got people like Liverpool and Chelsea dropping off and where they're supposed to be. There's not any games that I really look at and go, that's a certain 3-point game. Maybe with Bath or Bournemouth or Forest. But any other game, I go, they could give us a good go here. We've got to go to Villa away, followed by Leicester away. Neither of those I'm 100% confident about. I'm not going, yeah, we go there, we turn them over. You look at the table as well, and the games that are coming up still. We've still got to go to Newcastle away. We know what can happen there. We've got Chelsea to come at home. We've got to go away to Anfield. So I don't think the title race is over by a long shot. It also wouldn't surprise me to see somebody like Man United come in and get involved and even swipe it from underneath everyone. It's so open at the top. So I think there's positives to be taken from this. It's not that this is going to be a runaway now. City have the experience to do so, but looking at their performances over the full course of the year, I think it's anybody's game. If anything, it's opened the table up further for everyone else. We need to look on the positive sides of things. It's not over. Everybody will say, oh yeah, but this is going to be your best chance for years to win a title. But we said that last year about top 4. When we were battling Spurs, we were thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be the best chance in years we're going to get to top 4. This year, we're challenging for a title. Football's an unpredictable game, so anything can happen still. Hopefully we see Gabriel Jesus speed up his recovery. We got some good news from Arteta saying that he was working with balls on the pitch. He's picking up a bit of fitness. Seeing him back will be like a brand new signing, and I think that will be a game changer for us. But let me know your thoughts on the game, what you thought about it, what you reckon will happen for the end of the season. Again, if you can give us comments, drop a subscribe, it'll go a huge way. Thank you very much for listening.